get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. Gilas Pilipinas is ramping up training as part of their, quote, revenge tour to reclaim the gold in the Southeast Asian Games. Marty Bautista tells us more.
Redemption. This is the battle cry of Gilas Pilipinas as they begin training for the Southeast Asian Games in May. The Pinoy Cagers are determined to retake the gold medal it lost to Indonesia in the previous edition of the Games in Vietnam. Before that loss, the Philippines had ruled Southeast Asian basketball for almost 3 decades. That's why a loaded squad will go to war in Cambodia to reclaim lost glory. Justin Brownlee spearheads the 28-man pool, compromising the PBA's cream of the crop, as well as some college kids. Despite missing the services of some Japan B-League boys such as Kiefer Interdie-Ravena and Dwight Ramos, the team believes it is not lacking in talent to compete. Also part of the pool are some players who formerly donned the national colors, like sharpshooter Marshall Lasseter of the San Miguel Beermen and veteran Chris Ross.
I always say this is the best thing you can do for your countrymen. It's always an honor. I just want to be out there and give my all. I know I'm older in age, just try my best and see what the coach wants.
But there are some hurdles going Gilas' way so far. Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and TNT Tropang Giga players are juggling their national team responsibilities with the ongoing PBA Governors Cup Finals. Added to this are injuries to key players like big man Junmar Fajardo, Japeth Aguilar, and more recently, R.R. Pugoy. Despite this, head coach Chot Reyes remains confident other members of the pool will fill in the void left by the 3.
In my experience, there's always going to be situations like this where you're going to get injuries, somebody will get into an accident, somebody will be suddenly unavailable. So it's always good to have a bigger number of players to choose from. And that's what I explained to the guys as well.
Reyes also shared that the team is preparing hard for the eventual rematch against Indonesia.
They're like in their second week already of their camp in Australia. I'm not going to be surprised if Bolden is still there. So, we have to be ready. I think Indonesia this year will be even tougher than they were last year.
Gilas will continue training until the last week of April. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
And the Asian Weightlifting Championships in South Korea will be the stage where Filipino weightlifter Ellerine Ando goes against one of her own. Ando is headed to the tournament in Jinji with the Philippines' only Olympic gold medalist, Heidelin Diaz. The tournament, which runs from May 3 to 13, will serve as the qualifiers for the 2024 Paris Olympics. The catch is only one ticket is at stake per weight class. Ando and Diaz's showdown became inevitable when organizers removed Heidelin's 55-kilo and Ando's 64-kilogram categories. The Filipino weightlifters now find themselves in the 59-kilogram division. And in tennis, Andrei Rublev finally gets rewarded with a Masters title after ruling Monte Carlo. After a first-set loss, Rublev found his groove and handily defeated Danish opponent Holger Rune in the next one, setting up an intense third set. The Russian was even down 4-1 in the deciding set. But he quickly pulled things together for the nerve-wracking win, 5-7, 6-2, and 7-5, to get the most prestigious title of his career. It was the Russian's third attempt in a Masters final, having lost in Monte Carlo and Cincinnati in 2021. The 19-year-old Rune, meanwhile, was the youngest Monte Carlo finalist since Rafa Nadal back in 2005. We're taking a quick time out, but the Game on One News Now will return after this quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Argentina will replace Indonesia as the host for the Under-20 FIFA World Cup. FIFA decided to strip Indonesia of its hosting rights after the country's football association canceled the draw, which was supposed to be held in Bali. The draw was canceled after Bali's governor refused to host the Israeli team. Argentina swooped in and formally submitted and succeeded in its bid after last hosting the tilt back in 2001 when the country won their fourth of 6 titles. The draft will now be happening on April 21 in Zurich. The FIFA Under-20 World Cup will take place from May 20 to June 11. And in American football, Philadelphia Eagles' Jalen Hurts has become the National Football League's highest-paid player ever. This is after Hurts agreed to a 5-year, $255 million contract, equivalent to almost 14.3 billion pesos. The deal includes a no-trade clause, which is a first in Eagles history. It also guarantees $179 million in the deal, including $110 million upon signing. With this contract, Hurts' average salary will be $51 million a season. The quarterback has quickly established himself as a two-way threat, able to beat teams with both his arm and running the ball. Last season, Hurts threw 22 touchdowns and ran for 13 other scores, taking the Eagles to the Super Bowl, where they eventually lost to Kansas City. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the news day continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.